Hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode, the last one in this year. Now, before we get into it, I want to say Happy New Year to all of you and your families. And yeah, hopefully this will be a very successful year for all of us who are investing in Bitcoin and the crypto market. And of course for our community. Alright, so I'm making this video because I think it is really important to show you this and talk with you about this so that you're prepared for something that might be happening. Alright, now, I mean, we have some really bullish signs at the moment, and I've been talking about these bullish signs in my previous videos. For example, we have this broadening ascending wedge formation, and this is a bullish pattern in my opinion because, like I showed you, 81% probability that this is a continuation pattern. And as you can see, we have this bull elephant bar into this pattern, so it is likely to see a breakout upwards. We also have this head and shoulders reversal pattern right here, and the neckline, this is my neckline. I think this one makes really sense because, as you can see, this is the point where we got rejected the last time when we came up. So right here we have the right shoulder of this pattern, and yeah, this is a sign for a trend reversal from bearish to bullish, or let's say at least that we will see some upwards movement. All right, and if we take the height of this and say this is a possible point of breakout, then it will bring us all the way up to this very long downwards trend line that you can see right here. All right, so there are really some bullish signs in the chart, and something else is we have this bullish divergence right here. This is a nice bullish divergence, as you can see, because right here we're having a lower low, but here we have a higher low. So we also have a bullish divergence on the chart. So like I'm saying, we have many bullish signs currently, but, and here's the but, it is possible that January begins bearish. It is possible, although we have all of this bullish signs. Now, why is it possible? Well, there is something that you have to see. If we go to the weekly chart and just look at all Januaries, as you can see, this is in 2019, so January 2019. So here we have the end of 2018, and as you can see, January begins very bearish, going down. We're having a big correction right here, all the way down. All right, so as you can see, this January was bearish. Now we go to the next one in the beginning of 2018. Now, as you can see, January price is going down, but here we have to say this is a bear market, so of course price was going down. But yeah, price is going down in January. Now the next one, 2017, as you can see, in January price starts to go down first. All right, then we go 2016. As you can see, January price is going down. All right, now I'm not going to show you every January, but yeah, as you can see, historically January is a month with which starts very bearish, price goes down, and yeah, and it is also the low of the year. All right, it's always the low of a new year. So yeah, the probability is high to have our bottom in January for the whole year. Right? So this is a good sign, of course, but for the beginning of January, it's of course bearish. So we have to be careful and be prepared for such a movement. And there's also something else that is showing me that it might really start bearish. When we go to the stochastic RSI and go over to the daily, something that I've seen many times, and it is really powerful in my opinion, is when the stochastic RSI is showing us price, the probability is high that a price will fall, and the last day of a month is a red month. As you can see right here, it looks like, I mean, this day is not over, but it looks like we will have a red candle. So when the last day is red and the stochastic RSI is showing downwards at the same time, it is likely, very likely, to see a drop first before we start moving upwards. So what I could imagine is that the price will start to move downwards at the beginning of January to mid of January, and we will come down to these levels down here, maybe even touch $6,000, maybe, and then have our third point, so the on the RSI, which shows us this is a bullish divergence. So maybe we will reach these levels down here, and then price just starts to turn around and really move upwards. So this is something that I think is very likely. So keep that in mind. First going down, maybe to this point. So before I forget it, I mean, we have this really important downwards trend line which pushed us down since the end of October, and now we're above it, and maybe we come down to this point right here. So we test this downwards trend line. This would be at $6,800. So we would come down to $6,800, which is a price target that really makes sense to me when we look to the left and we see that these wicks stopped at this point. So $6,800, well, depending on when we will or where we will touch this or test this downward trend line to see if it is support now. If this can't hold, if we can't stay above $6,800, then we have this channel right here. You can see Bitcoin is really respecting these channels, guys. You have to use these channels, and so what I can see right here is that maybe Bitcoin comes down and finds support on this red support line down here and on this white line down here. So this white line is in a zone with a huge support. So $6,000, in my opinion, a point where we can expect a major bounce. All right, if we come down to this level. So guys, that's it. Just wanted to show you that so that you're prepared, because it is possible to see something like this. I'm still convinced 100% that the price will move upwards and come up to test this downwards trend line. I'm 100% sure of that, but it is possible that first we will see a new low, so maybe $6,000, or let's say between $6,000 and $6,400, all right, somewhere there in these levels, before we start moving upwards, right? So keep that in mind, watch out. I think it's important to know that. So thank you very much for your attention. Please leave a like if you like this content, and if you're happy that I made a new video, and yeah, we will see us soon. So bye.